Chat, we have done it. 70 hours of stream. Holy shit, man. What a stream, man. The longest stream by a notable margin that I've ever done. And my previous record was this year. So, oh man, Cheese is the one who ended up with the giveaway, but oh my god. Wow, guys. This was, how long was the subathon? 50 some hours? 51? Is that right? I don't know. I have the graphic. I can pull it up, but this was a bit longer. 54 hours was the subathon. So we beat the length of the subathon by like 16 hours. But holy shit, man. What an experience. This, honestly, dude, this was fun. And the fact that this was a different format from the subathon was kind of nice. I will say, the subathon, really fun. But the issue that, I mean, it's not an issue. The difference is that since I do my subathons around, you know, like milestones for the channel, you know, like there's the 1K follower subathon, the 2K follower subathon. I want to make the streams pretty crazy, in terms of like what I'm doing, right? So all of the goals, you know, are stuff that's like kind of tormenting me. You know, I'm trying to push myself during the actual stream. Like, again, we did the whole IRL segment where we like went to a fucking field and DJ. Like, that was fucking insane. And like, as a result, the subathons are more stressful and a lot more exhausting. And it doesn't help when at the end of the day, when I'm trying to get sleep, I then have sound alerts that are keeping me up. So this format was pretty nice, I will say. It was nice to just be able to kind of, I mean, we still had a lot. I mean, just a reminder, this is all we did, minus gingerbread house decorating. We did strike out on that, but we did a lot of shit. And like, I know Saturday you only see Friday Night Funkin', but that was a lot of Friday Night Funkin'. So, and you know, Celeste was a longer segment. Lethal Company and Escape the Backrooms were longer segments, and we did so much shit on Monday, man. I'm gonna be honest. When I kind of like got everything spaced out, I was really worried about Monday. I was thinking we might have to drop a game, which sucks because it sucks to like advertise games like on the promo, you know, again, reminder, this was the promo, and like not get to something. So I really wanted to get to everything that was on the promo, even though it was a bit of a challenge, but we did it. We got through literally everything, so that's cool. Obviously, in a perfect world, it would have been nice to get to a couple other games. You know, I did have kind of the list of all of the games that have, you know, something that I could have returned to, again, like Beat Saber, like the new OST came out, but I don't know. I still think this was a really sick stream. I'm glad to have played some game. Oh yeah, Phasmophobia, that was another one. But yeah, I think this was a sick stream still. I'm glad to have got into a lot of games that people were excited for me to return to. You know, like Rhythm Doctor today, seemed like several people were pretty excited about that. Home Safety Hotline yesterday. So yeah, I mean, this was really cool. I really liked like the concept of this. In terms of Returnathon 2.0, I don't know. Again, while this Returnathon, I think, despite being longer, was less taxing on me from like the concept of the stream. It's still tiring. I'm gonna sleep really fucking well tonight because it is a lot of mental work to, from the moment you wake up in the morning, be in a stream mindset and be in that mindset until you go to bed, and then do it over the next day. So I mean, honestly, it gives me more appreciation for streamers that do marathon streams more frequently, maybe because they're like full-time streamers or whatever. Because it's kind of tiring. It's not easy. So, and it's a lot of planning. And like, again, I might have talked about this with the subathon too. One of the things that's really tough with the marathon streams is once you hit go live, like any prep work, like you can't prep anymore. So like you have to do a lot of planning before the stream. And you know, especially like the day of that you're going live, like there's so much stuff that you have to get ready beforehand so that at the time that you go live, you can just run through your entire like itinerary and not have to like waste excess time setting up shit, right? Obviously there's some stuff we have to set up, like, you know, when I was doing stuff in the kitchen, you got to set up the camera, or doing stuff here, I got to set up the camera, or when I'm going to bed, setting up the bed cam. But like I really try to set myself up for success in not having a bunch of time wasted with setting shit up. But yeah, anyways, this was a ton of fun. I don't know when the next marathon stream will be. It might be a while. I mean, it was a really long time between subathons, right? We didn't really do any like marathon streams per se between the first and second subathon. We did some longer streams, but I wouldn't consider them marathon streams. I feel like marathon streams is when you're doing like kind of day-to-day stuff, like overnight. What if you make it a month instead of one stream? I mean, yeah, like that's like that could work as a concept too. But I don't know. Marathon streams are also, I think people enjoy hopping into marathon and just having something that's on 24/7. Again, in a perfect world, it would be cool to be able to do them more frequently. But the reality is that streaming is something I do on the side. I have a full-time job, and while I am fortunate to have PTO and, you know, be able to take time off at the end of the year for my job and be able to do stuff like this, it's not something I can do with like crazy frequency. Like I gotta be realistic. Like marathon streams aren't really something I can just run very frequently. So but yeah, this was a bunch of fun, guys. I win the lottery, yeah. That would be a good cheat code to do streaming full time, I guess. Stream at your job. That would get me fired. But yeah. I do want to run through real quick and thank everybody that did make contributions this stream. We did have, of course, a bunch of people that came in and gifted subs or resubbed or donated bits. So I just want to run through real quick and make sure I thank everybody once again. But going to the start. Changed Namer. Was this during the subathon? I guess it was. Thank you for the 4 months. Your resub. Trager, thank you for the 10 gifted. Changed Namer, thank you for the 5 gifted. Talip, thank you for the 5 gifted. Cheese, thank you for the 5 gifted. Mira, thank you for the 10 gifted. Cheese, thank you for the 5 additional gifted. Mira, thank you for the 10 additional gifted.
Ben, thank you for the gifted sub to Kara. David, thank you for the gifted sub. Shizuko, thank you for the resub, 36 months. Jet, oh no, those are raids. David, thank you for the 5 bits and 5 additional bits while I was at my lowest playing Chairbound. JP, thank you for the 100 bits. And not used user, thank you for the 2-month sub. Yeah, thank you guys really much, like a ton. Like this is, again, just something I do because I think it's fun and it's cool to have a community that can come and enjoy what I do, and enjoy each other's presence. You know, it's funny seeing like kind of early morning when I'm still asleep, looking back at the chat logs, like people kind of tuning into the stream before I'm up chatting and all that stuff. So it's really special what we have here, you know. And at, you know, a time like this around the holidays, like it is cool to be able to have a community to celebrate with. So so thank you guys for being here. This is a cool thing that I'm able to do, and it is only because you guys are here to support it. So so thank you very much. Yeah, merry Halloween. For those that celebrate, Merry Christmas. Also, you know, Merry Hanukkah, or Happy Hanukkah, I guess is what you typically say. I think Hanukkah started a couple days ago, right? When did Hanukkah start? Does anyone know? But and if you don't celebrate either, happy holidays. Just a update on kind of the week ahead. Obviously, there's not going to be a stream tomorrow or Thursday. I'm leaning on no stream Friday as well. And not necessarily a rescheduling of FNF. I think we're just not going to have an FNF mod night this week because we played so much FNF. So we might hold off till the new year for new FNF mods. I'll see. Again, I might change my mind, but I think hopefully next stream will be Sunday, maybe. That's going to partially depend on if Cheese is around, because it would be returning to Escape the Backrooms, since, you know, Cheese and I started it, but we did not finish it. But that's going to depend on his availability. Obviously, he might have stuff going on around the end of the year. But I would say worst case scenario, next stream will be this Sunday. What about A Dance of Fire and Ice and Celeste? So we might potentially return to that next week. I don't know yet. I gotta kind of work out the remaining schedule. It's been a while since I've just been so focused on the Returnathon that I've kind of, you know, done my, you know, planning for like the next weekend or two. So next You Laugh, You Drink, I also got to sort that out. Yeah. Because I know it's been a bit. I was originally thinking about maybe doing the You Laugh, You Drink during the Returnathon, but it just didn't really work out time-wise, like when I was in the planning phase. So, yeah, I still got to figure out when the next You Laugh, You Drink will be. But why was the last one skipped? Because right now, the what's it called? Usually I have the You Laugh, You Drinks line up with EDM review, but because of the No Effort November, things kind of got offset. So I was planning on again doing it this week, which would have kind of put everything back in line, but then I decided not to do You Laugh, You Drink during the subathon or the Returnathon. So yeah, I don't know. We will be doing You Laugh, You Drink soon-ish. I don't know the exact date yet. I gotta sort that out. But yeah. But that's all I got for now. When next Geometry Dash, also don't know. Again, for any of the games that were here during the Returnathon, there are some that I would like to kind of get back into, but never lose hope for Super Mario 64. But yeah, I gotta plan on like how I will space out these things. So, yes, Christian, it is over. We are done. But yeah. FNAF 2 is out on digital? Is that real? Where is it on? Where is it on? Is it Peacock or is it something else? We could do a watch party for that soon. But yeah. Chat. That will be it. Thank you once again for tuning in. Of course, thank you to everybody that subscribed or gave bits. But really, again, people that are just here to watch the stream, you are very important as well. The stream is kind of pointless if there's nobody to watch it. So, especially for those that stuck around for a lot of the stream, thank you very much. But yeah, enjoy the holidays. And I will talk to y'all later. All right. Bye. Bye. All right. See you guys.